Ad formats, the different ad formats, those are different than extensions. Most, like all search can have different ad extensions. Mostly it's search that has extensions. Like display doesn't have as many extensions. They can't have like a click to call button. YouTube, like using a call to action overlay, that's considered an extension. But the formats are using like different types of ads, like a dynamically generated or a dynamic keyword insertion, where you basically use the user who's searching for whatever it is, that keyword is displayed on your headline rather than your own headline. And varying your ad formats like that, that can increase your quality score. Having different types of ads, like a call-only campaign. Call-only campaign is really good for that. When you guys were talking about water restoration, like right after a flood, and everybody is going to be searching for carpet cleaners or water restoration. You do a call-only campaign, and you advertise as an emergency service. Boom, people will be calling only, and that's how you can also track conversions, which is nice. That's something we haven't talked about yet, is conversion tracking.
I think that conversion tracking, I've always found that pretty difficult, really, because it's hard to gauge the conversion tracking. Is that where you add the value and somebody clicks and then you work out a value? Yeah.
You can add a value, or you can just add a tag to. Yeah. Yeah.
I've done a few tags where somebody that I click to call kind of thing, or they subscribe to the newsletter, that kind of thing.
The problem with conversion tracking for the typical service area business is really the tracking part. How many of the phone calls you get have in the end been triggered because they clicked eventually on one of your ads and ended up on the website, but left and came back 3 days later calling you? It's hard to track the statistics and keep proper records on that one. Google has a couple of solutions, and that involves tracking phone numbers, but the tracking phone numbers aren't that great for SEO. It's tough.
So we're over an hour now, and I think if people are going to watch it, they're never going to watch the whole thing. So I think we should, wind this up a little bit, and then, and if people have questions about particular parts on AdWords, maybe we should later on do a hangout on a particular part of AdWords. We were kind of doing a general thing here, and but people are going to have questions, and we'll either hear it in the community or below. For some reason, nobody was able to log on to this, and the phones keeps ringing. I don't know what happened, but next time we'll maybe have a hangout on a particular part, that's a little confusing. But Juliet, do you have something to wind up this too?
No, thanks so much for having me, and I hope you guys have success. Know that you can call 1-862-GOOGLE if you want to spend more than $60 a day, and you can have campaign specialists at Google build your campaign for you. But I still strongly suggest going with an agency, because you can have a lower budget and you can put your budget into other forms of advertising. So, but know that there's lots of ways that Google support you, and we want you to be successful. Thank you.
Thanks, Juliet. And Kevin Kemp from OvenMagic, do you have something to say?
That's how I learned, really. I don't think many people realise that you can actually ring Google and get them to help you set it up. You couldn't when I first started. I think it was quite difficult, and I kind of set it up, and then I used to phone them regular.
You didn't have any luck with Bing AdWords, did you?
No, I went on Bing, but they were good, and they've got to call me back. You know, so. But I think the other thing is as well, I forgot to mention, was some of the, I mean, it's more particular for me, but some of the search volumes are really low. For so that is the thing with Bing. I shan't go into it now because we're nearly finished. We'll keep that for another time. But yeah, Bing, is it bigger in America, Jeff?
You know, they give you a little credit. My wife uses Bing once in a while to search things because they give you a little credit for thing when you actually search on Bing. But for the most part, I always search with Google because it's just easier. So and I think they got at least 80% of all the search Google does.
Yeah. So you just got to you do need. I think you do need if you're not prepared to learn. I mean, all the answers, they're all in Google AdWords anyway. It's there. You just got to have the time to read it and hopefully understand it. Some people are not cut out for it.
Yeah, there's a lot to it.
With some markets like the carpet cleaning or house cleaning, it's also the small businesses, which these mostly are. They wouldn't be able to handle that traffic if you had, if you some pay-per-click campaigns, they stop at 11 a.m. because the budget is used up, and there are so many more people out there still searching for help. If you were to add Bing to this, it wouldn't make sense because you'd split your money. You could get if you want to spend $50 per day, and you would split that 40-10, but you could spend the 50 all by itself on Google because there's so many more people still searching. I'm not sure if I made myself.
That's why you still need good organics. You know, I wouldn't just rely on AdWords. It's just another form of marketing. So you need your AdWords. You need to still rank well. You know, so you can command. You can basically what I like to do is own the front page. Be on the front page. I like to be at the top, the middle, and the bottom. So you've always got to. You know, you should not miss me. And what people think, I think they see you at the top and then they scroll down and they see you again and they think you must be popular because most average punters, they don't understand. You know, they think if you're at the top, you're the most popular cleaner in the world, and then as you go down onto page 2, you can't be very good because nobody's looking for you.
Well, a lot of it has to do with reviews, too. You could be at the top, and your reviews might be really bad, and then there's someone down like 3 or 4, and they have all good reviews. You know, that'll make a difference.
But there's the other thing as well. People just like choice. I mean, it's pot luck. You know, it's pot luck on who's going to click, and they call, you answer. You answer the call. You're polite. You get the job. You know, some people just, you could be having a bad day. Things change, you know, or you know, that you can never tell which customer. It's the same with any store. Some people go to the major department stores, and then there's other ones that go to the little shops. You know, everybody's different on their choice, visuals, colours. You know, there's a whole world about colour. You know, what brands and things like that can put people off.
Well, Dieter, do you want to say one last thing? I think we're 1 hour and 12 minutes. We're running a little long.
Yeah, I think I've said a lot already. So, nah.
Okay, well, I want to thank E.Dieter Martin. I want to thank Juliet, Jay Pooler, Kevin Kemp. And this has been really good. Sorry we had some technical difficulty, but you know, it seems like I'm always having I'm always having a problem. But, you know, time will tell, and I'll just keep getting better. And we'll just keep cleaning. Welcome to Cleaning Business World, everybody. And we're going to go off the air in 1, 2, 3.
Goodbye.